What if the ocean is hiding far more than we've ever dared to imagine? What if the stories we brush off as exaggerations or myths are actually rooted in real encounters, real sightings that scientists still struggle to explain? Today, we're diving straight into 8 underwater mysteries that remain unsolved, debated, and in some cases quietly sidestepped by researchers because the answers don't fit neatly into what we think we know about the ocean. Remember, this is a world that covers more than 70% of our planet, yet we've explored barely a fraction of it. Less than 10%, to be exact. With miles of crushing darkness, uncharted trenches, and ecosystems we've never seen, it shouldn't surprise us that strange, seemingly impossible creatures appear more often than anyone expects. We're talking massive shadows gliding beneath research submarines, glowing entities drifting through pitch-black waters, and colossal shapes that defy scientific classification, many reported by marine experts, military personnel, and deep-sea expeditions. But here's where myth blurs with reality. Each sighting we're about to explore has documented evidence behind it, yet not a single one has a universally accepted explanation. Are these natural phenomena we don't fully understand? Misidentified, marine life? Or could they be surviving remnants of Earth's prehistoric oceans? Stick around, because with each mystery we reveal, the line between legend and reality gets thinner, stranger, and much harder to ignore. In 2011, a group of Swedish divers made a discovery that instantly spiraled into one of the ocean's strangest debates. A massive, disc-shaped structure sitting 300 feet below the Baltic Sea, nearly 200 feet across, with smooth edges, sharp angles, and what look eerily like corridors. This object didn't fit any known geological category. The moment images surfaced, the world split between skeptics, scientists, and those convinced this was something far beyond ordinary explanation. Marine geologists quickly suggested glacial deposits, but glacial formations don't create perfect circles or crisp geometric lines. Others floated the idea of an ancient human structure, but no civilization in that region had the technology, purpose, or architectural style to build something of that scale underwater. Then things got even more unsettling. Divers reported sonar glitches as they approached the structure. Cameras malfunctioned. Compasses spun in full circles. Even the surrounding water showed unusual temperature variations, as if the environment around the object behaved differently from the sea itself. Could these be coincidences? Sure, but could this also represent a geological process we've never documented, or something entirely outside the boundaries of what we consider normal? That possibility keeps the mystery alive, and if this anomaly feels bizarre, the next sighting tests the limits of what a living creature can even be. Asterisk. In 1997, a strange signal echoed across the Pacific Oceans, so powerful, so impossibly loud, that it stunned every scientist who reviewed it. Captured by NOAA's underwater microphones, the sound didn't just register on one sensor. It was detected thousands of miles apart. Whatever produced it would have needed to be larger than the blue whale, the biggest known creature to ever live. That alone pushed this mystery far beyond normal scientific expectations. At first, experts blamed shifting glaciers or icequakes, but those natural events have clear acoustic fingerprints, and the bloop didn't match any of them. Instead, its waveform rose and shifted like something alive, almost like a giant marine animal calling out from the deep. NOAA later suggested it was most similar to ice, yet several independent acoustic researchers disagreed, saying its frequency pattern resembled a biological creature on a scale no one had ever recorded. Some oceanographers believe the bloop might point to colossal, undiscovered marine life hidden in the unexplored depths. Others think it could be tectonic forces interacting with the ocean in unusually organic ways. But here's the myth-busting truth. Despite what you'll hear online, the bloop has never been conclusively proven to be ice. And if a sound this massive doesn't shake you, the next sighting does more than make noise. It leaves behind physical evidence. In the early 1970s, a U.S. Navy submarine reported a colossal, unidentified shape moving beneath it with impossible speed. This wasn't rumor or exaggeration. The event was logged, classified, and only revealed decades later. According to the sonar operator, the object appeared larger than the submarine itself, yet accelerated faster than any known creature or machine at the time. Whales were ruled out immediately. They can't reach those speeds, and schools of fish create scattered signatures. Not a single massive return. Marine biologists considered a giant squid, but squids lack the density to produce such a strong sonar profile. One unconventional theory suggested a hyperdense mass of water behaving as a unified body, though even that model failed to match the recorded pattern. With every explanation collapsing, the encounter remains one of the ocean's most unsettling mysteries, an enormous presence that moved with purpose, strength, and a speed nothing in science comfortably explains. And if this shadow feels disturbing, the next sighting pushes the boundary even further, hinting at something ancient, still stirring in the deep. Some researchers argue that events like this hint at unknown marine species whose size and behavior defy our expectations, especially in regions humanity has barely explored. Whatever the truth is, this encounter challenges the limits of ocean science and raises questions we're still not prepared to answer. In 2014, an offshore drilling team captured footage of something so bizarre that even veteran marine biologists struggled to categorize it. Their ROV camera drifted across a massive ribbon-like creature gliding through the darkness with slow, deliberate waves almost like a living sheet of fabric. Unlike fish, squids, or jellyfish, this thing moved with a calm, controlled elegance that didn't match any known species. At roughly 25 to 30 feet long, with faint glowing filaments running through its translucent body, it looked like a creature built for a world we've barely explored. At first, researchers suspected a giant siphonophore, but that theory collapsed quickly. The creature folded and reshaped itself in ways no colonial organism has ever been documented doing. Some scientists suggested an undiscovered colonial species. Others believed it might be a deep-sea vertebrate with an entirely new form of locomotion. Skeptics argued it was debris, yet debris doesn't swim with rhythmic precision. And then came the most unsettling angle. A few researchers proposed it could be a surviving descendant of prehistoric ribbon-like animals, quietly existing in the deepest, darkest waters. Even stranger, multiple ROV teams have reported similar sightings, though most footage was never released. To this day, no one can say what the nightcrawler Leviathan truly is. That mystery might be the most haunting part of all.